Inside the conference room at the Belize Sugar Industries factory plant in Orange Walk, American Sugar Refinery and the Inter-American Development Bank, through its I.D.B Invest program, officially signed off on an investment agreement that will secure the future of the industry. For some time now, following the discontinuance of preferential prices by the European Union, as well as the continued surplus of sugar in the world markets, the millers have had to find alternatives to offset the price cut and to stay competitive in the region.
The investment that we are doing in Belize sugar industry fits perfectly in two important pillars of the I.D.B investor strategy. First, the efforts that we are making to support small and island countries. This is very important for us to make sure that within the Latin American and Caribbean region, small and island countries are also supported by us. And second, because the efforts that we're making in working with the small and medium-sized enterprises through anchor companies like B.S.I. The proposed operation supports investments, access to financing, economic and knowledge transfer to agricultural SMEs located in the northern part of the country, in the northern rural areas of the country. The financing consists of an up to $15 million to B.S.I, to Belize Sugar Industries.
A.S.R's VP of International Relations, Mark McLachlan, says that this is phase 2 of the transition period for the industry, having now maintained improved dialogue with farmers and other stakeholders in the business of sugar. The project will build the production capacity of the mill that will translate into higher earnings for B.S.I, benefiting the more than 5,000 cane farmers. The time frame for this rollout is 18 months, after which the cane farmers and the millers will be able to fully explore the exportation of value-added sugar.
What we need to do to ensure that we're going to remain viable, sustainable and profitable moving into the future is to ensure that we're producing a product that has a higher value than the traditional raw sugar that's been produced in CARICOM countries. In the past, during the EU sugar regime, there was a preferential pricing for raw sugar in the EU, and that was the catalyst for mills making raw sugar. But as that's fallen away now, following changes in the EU regime from October 2017, sugar businesses across the ACP are looking at how they can add value to their product, and that's exactly what we're doing here. We're going through a transformational phase where we're moving from a raw sugar producer to a food grade sugar producer. That is sugars that doesn't then need to be refined elsewhere, and it gives it a higher value.
The I.D.B is known for investments in many programs, including education, infrastructure, and tourism, but its mandate now extends to agriculture. Country Representative Dr. Cassandra Rogers says that the investment is in line with the bank's mission to grow Belize's economy and the private sector.
The current country strategy, one of its main objectives, is to promote private sector-led growth. In other words, our interest and our objective is to contribute to the growth of the economy while at the same time improving the quality of lives of Belizeans. And so this project is very relevant, it's front and center, and it's a win-win situation.
This is very, very significant because, as you know, if you wind back the clock a bit, back to 2012 when we were really struggling, and I was on the board then, we were trying at the time to at least secure some sort of investment into B.S.I to save the industry. The cane farmers were growing cane, but without a processing facility that would have been no use. And we were fortunate to be able to get A.S.R on board. But world prices are low, we all know that, and the EU preferential has eroded. So they're now looking at direct consumption sugar on your table, and that's where we are.
Duane Moody for News 5.